New game. Ōkami. Hideki Kamiya, Fun Fact, hat auch die Geschichte von Bayonetta geschrieben. Sehr anderes Spiel, aber teilweise das gleiche Team. Long, long ago. Jetzt muss ich ja Knopf drücken. A tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 hats mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. Da ist übrigens schon mal ein Kanji auf dem Haus oben drauf, das ist das Kanji für Sake. A white, plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel, the blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. Der Pinsel. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mysterious mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. Oh, it's on the fiber. There's more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Oh. Das war wahrscheinlich nicht so klug. Seeks power. Hey, das Graf aus Xenogears. He who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter a prayer unto me and unleash my power. horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape a terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Ōkami village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. Ōkami heißt auch göttlicher Baum. It is here that the real story begins. Wood Sprite Sakura. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. Also Amaterasu ist halt die Göttin der Sonne, die Sonnengöttin im Japanischen. Und es ist, der Titel des Spiels ist auch ein witziges Wortspiel eigentlich, weil die heißt mit vollem Namen Amaterasu Ōkami. Ich glaube, manchmal kann man das auch Ōkami aussprechen. Also Ōkami kann man jedenfalls interpretieren als große Göttin. Aber Ōkami ist gleichzeitig auch das Wort für Wolf, nur dann natürlich anders geschrieben. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Ōkami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother, the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. Hachiko to the rescue, you know. How delightful to see that the savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Liegt sich erstmal pennen. Kein Bock. Amaterasu? Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Oh, creepy music. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. Sieht krass aus mit den Wellen. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. Nippon heißt halt Japan, ne? But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh dear. Phew, what on earth? You again? Ow, 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 ow. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name is Isun. Wandering Artist Isun. Wenn ich mich nicht irre, ist das im Grunde eine Längeneinheit. Lass mich mal eben nachschlagen. Sun ist halt eine Längeneinheit. Isun. Ja, Isun kann unter anderem 1 Zoll, etwa 3,03 Zentimeter heißen. Ich nehme an, er heißt so, weil er so klein ist. Mich würde ja noch interessieren, ob man irgendwie die Textgeschwindigkeit ein bisschen hochdrehen kann. Das wäre tatsächlich nicht schlecht. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Klatscht dir einfach die Rolle ins Gesicht. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Verbal? You look kinda down in the dumps. Ja, der ist so ein bisschen wie die Fee in Zelda, aber er sagt nicht wie die ganze Zeit, hey, listen, und er ist ein ziemlich witziger Charakter. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. What do you think you're doing? You crazy? Genau, lustiger und weniger nervig. A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. Ich glaube, wir haben gerade andere Probleme, Isun. Was soll denn Denkomaru sein? What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. So richtig ernst mit diese Calamity ja keiner, ja. Außer halt Sakuya, ne? I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. Well, that's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. Well, this darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Oh, jetzt kann ich laufen. Hui. Wie springe ich? So. Ach, ich kann auch. Hui. Ist auch cool, wenn man landet, wie da dann so Gras wächst. R und L macht noch nichts. L2 ist eine Karte. Sonst noch irgendwas? Oh, mit Kreis kann ich bellen. Ganz wichtig. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, mit Dreieck kann ich graben. Gehen wir mal da rein. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. L1 changes your point of view. Oh, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Ah, damit kann ich so ein bisschen ändern, wie die Kamera ist. Okay. So finde ich es aber besser. So, jetzt will ich mal gucken. Kann ich hier irgendwie in die Optionen? Keine Option? Da sind Optionen, okay. Display. Nee. Ich überlege gerade, wo könnte ich denn vielleicht. Wo könnte ich denn sowas wie schnelleren Text finden? Ich befürchte fast, das gibt's nicht. Das hätte ich also unter Display Options hätte ich das jetzt erwartet. Hi, Satsu. Komawa. Was ist, wenn ich jetzt auf Heavy mache? Okay, wenn ich jetzt wieder auf normal mache. Ah, okay, kein so großer Unterschied. Da ist der Mond. Weil ich glaube, ob mich das Minigames off, ja, das hat mich jetzt auch ein bisschen irritiert. Nein, nicht Sound Settings. Turn the Loading Screen. Ach so, Loading Screen Minigames. Den können wir mal anmachen. Ich weiß nicht, was das war. Sehen wir dann. Ich glaube, bei den Loading Screens konnte man immer so ein bisschen Controller drehen und dann passierte was. Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you can always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Mal gucken, ob es sonst vielleicht irgendwie eine Mod gibt, wo ich Text ein bisschen schneller machen kann. Rivers of the Heavens. Und die Kamera, wenn ich jetzt nach da drehe, ist ja alles invertiert hier. Die hätte ich aber gerne andersrum. Oh Gott, gibt's das nicht? Jetzt mal unter Controller eigentlich erwartet. Ah ne, Camera Control. Ja, was heißt denn hier invertiert? Ich habe eher das Gefühl, dass sie gerade invertiert sind. Okay, das finde ich besser. Oh, ich kann Krüge kaputt machen. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Ich habe gefunden, wie ich den Text schneller mache. Quadrat. Aha. Press square to bust it with your head. Way to go, my... Oh, shit. Oh, ein bisschen sehr schnell. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. Was kriege ich dann? Geld. Wow, wow, wow. Böderkrug. Wow, wow. Ich finde das so super, dass man dann viel bellen kann. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob das irgendeinen Nutzen hat. Aber es ist toll. Aua. Kann ich hier graben? Nix. Na, hübsch ist es hier. Bellen ist ganz wichtig, eben. Whoa, whoa, hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. The chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press X to jump. Then press X again to do a wall jump. But make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. Also wenn ich nur kurz drauf tippe, springe ich nicht hoch. Und wenn ich richtig drauf drücke, dann springe ich sehr schön hoch. I knew you could do it. They said good luck is found in high places. So keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. Wie mache ich ihn jetzt auf? Gegenhauen? Ja. You obtained Holy Bone S. Amaterasu's favorite snack. Restores 3 units of solar energy. Solar Energy, of course. Natürlich Solar Energy. Was sonst? Looks like the bridge is out. This should be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kind of long. Mind if I call you Emmy? Listen, Emmy, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It would take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Oh ja, die Mechanik in dem Spiel ist so cool. Ja, da links steht sogar Isun in Kanji, weil er das Bild gerade gemalt hat. Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique, but there are 13. Each one is the power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Well, maybe we will do just that. Ich wollte gerade sagen, da steht genau das. River of the Heavens. The River of the Heavens? I mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? Christian, du bist schon da. Cool. Dann hast du noch gar nicht so viel verpasst. Wir hatten nur eine Einleitung von einem Wolf namens Shiranui und dem bösen Orochi, der einmal im Jahr im Kamiki Village die Leute zum Opfer gezwungen hat, bis Nagi zusammen mit dem Wolf Shiranui ihn besiegt hat und dann ist Shiranui in einen Schlaf gefallen oder gestorben oder so und die haben eine Statue gebaut. Und jetzt ist Orochi zurück, weil irgendjemand da das Schwert rausgezogen hat und die Wolfstatue wurde zum Leben erweckt. Und wir spielen Amaterasu, die Sonnengöttin. Und wir haben noch so einen kleinen Typen namens Isun dabei, der witzig ist. River of the Heavens. The River of the Heavens? I mean the Fables. Achso, das hat er gerade schon gesagt. Wo muss ich jetzt hin? Hier oder hier? Und ganz wichtig, Christian, die beste Mechanik im ganzen Spiel. Es gibt eigentlich nichts Wichtigeres. Wenn ich Kreis drücke, passiert das hier. Und ich kann buddeln. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look. Hier kann ich nicht vorspulen. Are those stars forming a pattern or is it just me? Ja, aber da fehlt was. There's one missing. I guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Meh. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R1 to hold the brush, then square to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Ja, warte, ich war ja noch nicht fertig. Ja. Nein, du kriegst das nicht. Ich muss das machen. So, genau. Das ist eine der coolen, sehr originellen Techniken in diesem Spiel. Mit R halte ich die Zeit an und habe den göttlichen Pinsel und kann dann bestimmte Sachen machen, wie zum Beispiel... Und jetzt stand da links auch standen die Kanji für Amaterasu am Bilderrand. Why finished Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during this long years. Yomigami? Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Ja, dann lass mal rüberwachsen. Yomigaeru. Das ist das Kanji für Yomigaeru. Kennt man ja. Das bedeutet unter anderem wieder ins Leben zurückkommen, wieder zu sich kommen, wieder aufleben, wieder aufblühen. Ja, halt sowas in der Art. Oder auch Rejuvenation. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Oh, let me show you. Jetzt haben wir auch dieses, oder? Ja, jetzt haben wir das Menü auch. Huh? Did somebody use a celestial brush technique while I wasn't looking? Ja, pass mal auf. River of the Heavens. Well, drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Oh. You sure? Kameraeinstellung hier schon richtig ist? Watch me. What? A river of stardust. So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? I mean, who do you think it was? Wow, jetzt bin ich ganz nass. Jetzt nicht mehr. Boom. You obtained astral pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This astral pouch is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. And when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. Oh, daran erinnere ich mich gar nicht mehr. Ist das dann so ein bisschen wie die Energiereserven in Metroid? You consumed peach. Juicy and fragrant peach fills astral pouch a little bit. You consumed orange. Orange with sharp citrus taste fills astral pouch a little bit. Okay, ist jetzt sonst noch was? Ups. Ich wollte die Kamera ändern. Ah, so habe ich dann einen besseren Überblick. Und so bin ich näher dran. Cool. Ich kann Pflanzen wachsen lassen. Ach, das sieht immer noch so cool aus. Ah, genau, sie rennt immer schneller, je länger man rennt, glaube ich. Also es gibt, glaube ich, keinen Rennknopf. Man rennt halt einfach mit der Zeit immer schneller. Oh, da ist ein Schild. Fountain of Nagi. Nagi? What's his name doing here? I don't know. Gibt's hier irgendwas? Krüge. Oh. Haben schon 300 Yen. Ich bringe immer noch die Knöpfe durcheinander. Für Kamera und Pinsel. Ja. You consume dumplings. Doughy balls made from grain for this report. Bit, okay. Oh, in Japan, in Hirosaki gab es einen Tempel in den Bergen, da führte auch so eine Treppe hoch. Dating game, genau. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens, and now this place. Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword is in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. Huh. Tja, was könnten wir da wohl machen? Lass doch einfach mal so. Oh. Das ist wohl. Try again, draw more carefully. Achso, war nicht gut genug. So besser. Well, quit holding back. Hurry up and draw a big, magnificent. Ja, wie groß soll es denn noch sein? Bitte sehr. Ah, dankeschön. Muss man ja auch wissen. So. That really was your brushwork all this time. How do you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a bunch of stars. Theoretisch kann ich das machen, Christian. Bitte sehr. What the hell? Tachigami. Well. If it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. Soll das sein? Eine Maus? If there's anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Ah, Tachi von Tatsu. Abschneiden, abtrennen. Ja, schneiden halt, durchschneiden und so weiter. Was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique? Wait a minute. If you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. Ja, wir sind doch auch Shiranui, du Gehirn. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi. When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi? It's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. Kannst haben. Das ist cool. Wow! I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. Amaterasu, I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. Okay. Ich dachte, ich könnte hier noch runterspringen. Ah, gut. Ja. Oh nein, die Tür ist zu. Whatever will I do? Ching! Das ist so cool. Oh, ich habe sogar ein paar Bäume gefällt. Ups. Können wir gleich nochmal machen. Tschung! Oh, nichts getroffen. Jetzt aber. Da links sieht man die Tintenanzeige. Die ist gerade leer gewesen. Ich sag, man muss auch ein bisschen aufpassen. Wenn die leer ist, dann... What the Where did they come from? Da stehen interessante Kanji. Unter anderem Noroi, Fluch. Akku von ja, bösartig. On von Onryo. Ja, einfach jede Menge negative Kanji fliegen ja gerade durch die Gegend. Dunkelheit sehe ich, Tod, Groll, Finsternis, Magie. Where'd they come from? Whatever, draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press the square button to use its power against them. Yo! What? Look, Amy, once you've caught him off guard and turned him black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give him a power slash. Also... Ching! Yeah. So geht das. You obtained Spirit Globe S. Humanity's faith made solid, restores a little solar energy. You obtained Ink Bottle. Bottle full of ink fills one of Amaterasu's ink pots. Ja, das mit dem Touchscreen, es gibt es auch als Switch-Version. Das ist dann bestimmt cool, mit dem Touchscreen die Sachen zu zeichnen. Weil es mit dem Controller sogar relativ gut funktioniert. Man muss manchmal auch Kreis zeichnen, aber wie man sieht, geht das auch. Das war auf der Wii-Version wahrscheinlich auch ganz cool, wenn man da mit der Wii-Mode zeichnen konnte. Bam. Aber wie gesagt, die mit ihrer blöden Entscheidung, da Angreifen nur durch Bewegungssteuerung zuzulassen. Zumindest, ich habe halt nichts gefunden, wie man das ändern konnte. Oh, kann ich jetzt beide auf einmal durchschneiden? Yeah. Time Pass mal. Wie, kein Bonus? Vielleicht später erst. So, was, wenn ich das durchschneide? Nö. Double Kill, genau. Okay, ich glaube, das mit den Minigames sollte ich wieder ausstellen. Das Spiel lädt schnell genug, dass die gar nicht wirklich irgendwie was machen. Und dann steht da dieses Skip, weil das Minispiel noch da ist und ich das dann überspringen muss, quasi. Es geht auch nach Zeit dann wohl selber weg, aber ja, bringt nicht wirklich was hier. Muss ich wieder durchs Wasser. Will ich nass sein. Hui. Genau. Oh, hier ist wieder die gruselige Musik. Die Wellen im Hintergrund sind auch immer noch krass. So.